party hats. Boom, boom.
The whole go bang bang here.
Let us begin.
I want you to keep an eye out for the Boogity Man.
VHS Bandits.
Boogie! Boogie! Boogie!
VHS Bandits.
Welcome to Coxwell
Don't
Academy.
need no DVDs, don't need no Betamax. These are the VHS Bandits.
Hey everybody, welcome to the VHS Bandits podcast. This week, we watched Vitsie Video Sitter, Space, a music video for children. Let's pop in the tape.
I'm Vitsie, and I know lots of things. I live right in your own TV. I'm Vitsie. I know lots of things. Wanna know something? Watch me. If you got a minute or if you got 10, you're looking for something to do. I've been looking for you, my friend, and I've got so many things to show you. I'm Vitsie, and I know lots of things. I live right in your own TV. I'm Vitsie, and I know lots of things. Spend a little time with me. Vitsie, spend a little time with me. Vitsie, spend a little time with me.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the VHS Bandits podcast. It's me, Topher Hansen, and with me as always is my co-host, the Kerflunculus Kevbot, and the deliciously deceptive dinner-eating Dane Train.
And I don't have dinner. I'm not slurping on spaghetti right now.
I know. For
crazy.
once.
No spaghetti
Now,
slurping.
now, what would make it deceptive if I say like, oh, I've got like meat sauce, but actually I just have regular sauce?
That's true.
Is that what it would? Or if I say like, oh, I've got meatballs, but they're like turkey meatballs and not beef.
Yeah, that's
meatballs.
not real meatballs.
Yeah,
Put some more
They're-
balls on
they're
this
not
meat.
They're poultry balls.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Poultry balls sounds way less appetizing.
See, that's why they just call
hey, you
them
want
turkey
some poultry
meatballs.
balls?
Turkey meatballs.
Yeah.
Speaking of meatballs, outer space for children.
I hope you guys grabbed your backpacks and put a belt around your...
Yeah, she's
Waste.
says, go get your belt. Anyway, so I guess we should probably
built
explain
your
what
space
this.
binoculars.
Well, this
What
is
this tape is.
to me, this is the perfect tape for right now because everybody's still into quarantine and stuff, and we need a video sitter.
Yeah.
To
Dane
keep,
Train, you could use a video sitter.
oh yeah, I sure could use a video sitter these days.
I watched this with my son.
Did he love it? Or was
No,
he scared?
watched 2 seconds of it and was like, no, and walked away.
Now, did he watch it during like the first 6 minutes where the tape was all scrambled, or did you watch after? Did you watch 2 seconds after the scrambled tape?
He saw what's the person's name? Vidtron?
Vitsie?
Vitsie? He saw Vitsie
yeah.
and was like, no thanks. He was in the room the whole time, but
Really?
not,
Wow. Dane, did you try and show this to your
just
child?
not paying attention.
No.
Oh wait, you're
I-
trying to keep her away from screens.
Yeah,
you said.
I don't want my 3-month-old looking
Trying to
at
keep her away from
looking at
Vitsie.
the TV right now. So
Looking at this monstrosity.
yeah, she keeps me up all night as it is. I don't want her having more nightmares. So
I don't know. I like this video, guys.
don't get me wrong, it was great. I consider it an LSD trip for children. So
Yeah. You know, funny they didn't mention that on the box.
no, they didn't. They should have though.
Unfortunately, hey, an LSD trip
Instead
for
of the
children. I like
UPC
it.
tag on the bottom, it's just a couple tabs of LSD.
It's a
couple hits of
scratch
ecstasy.
and lick adventure.
Don't forget to keep
So
those kids hydrated.
Ugh. So how did you get this tape, dude?
How did I get this tape? I got it on at Amoeba. Like I feel like that's where I get all my tape stories as of late come from. But Amoeba, yeah.
Was it just
Pretty-
this one, or did it come in a pack with others?
No, it's just this one. The other tapes are sold separately. There is an advertising at the end of the tape where she's like, "Come watch me talk about dinosaurs and deep sea." Like,
Those are the only Vitsie ones.
yeah. I wonder if there's any other characters in this universe of the Vitsie realm, the video sitter realm. Yeah, because it reminds me of like the Nightmare board games where, you know, it's Baron Samedi and there's the gatekeeper.
Oh yeah.
So maybe there's Vitsie and then there's Bob, the Moon Motel man.
No, I think that's it.
Maybe
I guess so.
Maybe is Vitsie different for the dinosaurs and the deep sea one? I don't know.
Oh, you think she's got like a different suit on?
Or maybe it's a different actor and they're like, "Hey, I'm a different Vitsie."
It's all the same. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Does she have the same yellow mustard suit?
Yep. It was probably all shot in like a day.
Probably. I don't know. This makes me want to like recreate this. I would love to make a crackhead video for kids.
I don't think anybody's gonna stop you now.
That's true.
And
I
it
should
only
just
takes
pull
one
some
person.
random homeless guy off the street, dress him up as a spaceman, and put him in front of a blue screen, and tell him to, you know, educate the youth.
Yeah, that's
Go
right.
talk about space.
That's all you gotta
What
do.
do you know about space, homeless Mike?
So tell us about the box there.
All right, so this box here, it's a Vitsie Video Sitter Space, a music video for children. It was it would cost me $1. It's got a bunch of cartoon stars, and in front of those stars is Vitsie, our space exploration guide for the video. And then underneath her, we have some kid pics drawing of a balding spaceman and the space center thing, the circular space.
That
the
dude looks
space
like
station.
a cross between Doug Funny and Roger Klotz.
Oh, that's exactly what I thought when I saw
looked
this.
Like the artistry looks a lot like man, there was like some cartoon back in the day that had shit like this, but like if you were gonna compare it to something now, it looks like Bad Bob's Burger fan art made on kid pics.
You know, when I first saw the cover, I saw it online and I thought that I thought it was made by the same people who
I thought my computer was glitching out.
Oh well, yeah. I thought it was made by the same people that made that like personalized birthday greeting video.
Right? Yes,
on the tape you have.
exactly.
It goes, "Hey Chris, it's your birthday." I thought it was made by the same people
Yeah,
because it looks just like that.
You're right. Maybe it is. It says it's an award winner. Oh boy, we're in the presence of an award-winning videotape. And the tagline is a fun and educational music video about our solar system. All in caps. Solar system is the only words that are all capitalized for some reason.
What award did this thing win? That's weird.
It just
For
says
most
award. It
drugs
doesn't
used
tell you
while
which
making a
award.
kids video.
Oh wait, it does.
Scholastic Film
Advisory
Film
Board Incorporated Award of Excellence.
Ooh.
The Film Advisory Board Incorporated Film of Excellence.
Oh boy.
High praise.
Wow.
Okay, in the back we got a fun-filled half-hour explosion of our solar system. I didn't know.
Explosion or exploration?
Shit, you're right. Exploration. Damn it! I was stuck on reading Snake Eater boxes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you are right, and I am wrong. Hey, let's start this over. A fun-filled half-hour exploration of our solar system. This award-winning video visits all 9 planets and invites children to use their imagination to play along, sing songs, and learn crafts. Children love Vitsie and enjoy visiting with her again and again. And there's more. Just for parents. This is, kids, don't read this part. This is just for the parents. close your doors because it's adult time. The name Vitsie is an acronym for Video Interface to Stimulate Interactive Education. Oh, yeah. By purchasing this video, you are taking an active role in your child's television viewing. All the Vitsie videos are designed to be fun and educational while proving a positive role model. Each topic is carefully researched and written to give children a thorough and accurate understanding of the subject. Vitsie is a captivating character created by a father of 4 and produced by a team of loving parents and educators. Produced and directed by Steve Lomas. Written by Dawn and Elizabeth Schroeder. Character oh, this is just fucking credits. Blah, 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 blah. Elizabeth Schroeder as herself, so I guess she's Vitsie. Distributed by Scimitar Entertainment, Plymouth, Minnesota. 55447. There you go. 1989.
Wow.
Minnesota space.
You've got the opportunity now that there's only 8 planets to make the updated Vitsie.
Put some more planets on there. Man, I can't, but I still think Pluto's a planet. I don't give a fuck.
Is it Pluto? Or what, is that the planet that they say isn't a planet? Is that right?
Yeah. What?
It's a bunch of baloney.
Mike Tyson says, or whoever. What's that guy's name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Mike Tyson. You can't be
because
making
Pluto
planets not planets anymore.
Pluto is smaller than our moon, so should our moon be classified as one of the planets?
The moon revolves around us, and Pluto revolves around the sun. Therefore,
I think there's other forces at work here that we don't yet understand.
The devil!
Wow,
Anyway.
let's get into this tape.
Okay.
Devil's in the details of this tape.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I guess since the first 6 minutes was fucked up on the version that you guys watched.
I had to skip the first 6.5 minutes because the tape was all kinds of screwy. Couldn't watch it.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But okay. I watched it on for the second time and the tape worked. So I think the collaboration just had to catch up to itself, you know?
I guess.
So I mean, it's got some rad bumpers for the logo of the video production company.
Oh yeah, that was like my favorite part. It's like the scan line just going.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And you know, some good sound effects like.
It was good.
But,
I liked it.
You know, better than that. And it goes right into it, and just Vitsie is this. So you guys describe Vitsie, your version of Vitsie. What does she look like?
All right, you know what she looks like to me? You guys remember Sog Logs?
Yeah, she looks like a Sog
She
log.
looks like her whole costume and her hair and her glasses are all made out of Sog Logs.
That's a fair assessment.
That's what I think. Sog it. That's what I think she looks like.
I had the zig.
And she has this like kabuki white face.
Yeah, do you think she's just really pale?
I think they put makeup on her face.
Yeah, definitely makeup.
White kabuki makeup, and she's covered in Soglog wigs and costume. So yeah, how about you, Kev? What do you think?
I would agree. It reminded me a lot of on the Muppet Show. There was like this weird cyborgy robot guy who was like really, really pale and had these big eyes. I don't know if you guys.
I don't remember him.
Don't remember,
but you know, that's what it kind of reminds me of. But yeah,
gotcha.
If you mix it with a boring Miss Frizzle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, Miss Frizzle on crack cocaine.
Yes.
I wouldn't call her boring. I think she's very exciting, but she's an insane person. And she gets more insane. It's like one of those things where you can see, like, the more they film, she's just kind of like, all right, let's fucking...
Going back to the Nightmare board game
into it.
where she starts getting worse and worse as the tape progresses.
The makeup just starts melting off a little.
Yeah.
And every word she speaks, her eyes are supposed to like glow.
Oh my
So if she's
God,
not
that was
talking, her eyes don't glow.
irritating me so much.
Yeah, it's
I
so
don't know
weird.
what kind of effect they were doing, but it's like you know when you look at like an audio meter go up and down, it's like instead of an audio meter, her eyes twinkle. So literally every word she says, her eyes just twinkle, and I just couldn't stop looking at it and thinking, Christ, this twinkling is bothering me.
You know, the guy who made that costume was like, "Hey, check this out."
Well, we could make her eyes dead and lifeless, or we could add these cool lights into them.
Yeah, that's true, because she has these goggles on, and they're these oblong, weird shapes, and like so she can't, and she's got fake eyes in there, so she can't blink or anything. So you're right, she would be.
You can see the little slits where her
deadless.
real eyes can see through, though.
Yeah, that's true. So I think that she kind of looks like an alive human version of Allegra from Allegra's Window.
Yeah, okay.
With her hair, it kind of has that Cheetos vibe, that Muppety Cheetos hair.
Yeah. I gotcha.
And she's got this big yellow mustard suit, which looks like a very good Halloween costume, but not a great television costume.
Now, if they sold this
but perfect
costume,
for this video. Oh, I'm thinking of being her for Halloween.
If they sold this costume at Spirit and it had like one of those like generic names, what would they call it? Like if they couldn't call it the Vitsie video sitter costume, what would they call it? It's like
if Vitsie was actually a real like phenomenon.
Yeah, and like it's like you know how like they have
franchise.
like they got like that
Right.
fake Super Mario costume. It's called Jumping Plumber.
Yeah.
So like what, like you know, or like you know, you got like the greaser, and it's just called like greaser costume, right? So like, what would they call the Vitsie? What would the generic Spirit Halloween Vitsie costume be called?
I think it would be
acid VCR teacher.
That's perfect.
I think it'd be outer space educator.
That's good.
She also did dinosaurs, though.
She did, yeah. But you know,
Or just video babysitter. I don't know.
video babies. Can you imagine? I hope parents didn't like leave their 2-year-old alone and say, "Okay, I got Vitsie," and just pop in the tape and then leave their kid.
You can't leave them too long though, because it takes only like what?
It's only half an hour,
25 minutes,
Yeah.
right? So
It's
Put
like
it on
Clockwork
loop.
Orange. They strap their kid in. Watch this and learn about planets.
and how shitty every single one of them was, except Earth.
Yeah.
Whoever did the research for that, I mean, not that any of the facts were wrong, but it's just like, how can we dumb all this information down as much as possible? At one point, they're talking about like the moon's got no gravity. That's what holds you to the ground. You could jump over your dad. That's okay.
I don't have a dad.
If you're on Mercury, it gets hotter than when
You're
your
gonna
mom
die.
uses the oven. And at night, it gets colder than the popsicles in your freezer.
Hey,
Like-
true facts. It is hotter than the oven.
Technically, it's true. Yeah.
Now, did you guys actually learn anything from watching this video
No.
about?
You know what?
I
I did.
remember more
System in
from
all caps?
6th grade science class when they. I remembered more from 6th grade science class when they used those big laser disc things, and it was like a point and click adventure around the solar system.
Ooh.
You guys remember those at all?
No,
I do. Oh, I think not in 6th grade, but more at like Patton School. They had those.
They had something like that in 6th grade for us. I don't think we were on the same team.
No, I was on red team.
It was on blue team.
Blue team.
was-
That's where I wanted to be, on blue team. Every blue team had the cool teachers. They get the laser discs, and I get Miss Panucci fucking giving me detention because I didn't read the fucking Hobbit. It's so long, and I couldn't watch the cartoon. I had to sit outside in the hallway while everyone else watched the cartoon because I didn't read the fucking shitty book. You know what? That book sucks anyway.
You have to sit in the portables, or do you sit in the actual
we
hallway?
weren't. Yeah, we weren't even in the school. We were in the fucking like trailer park
Trailer school,
classrooms.
the Vitsie trailer school.
Miss Panucci and Flanders.
Yeah, when his tooth fell out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we had a teacher who looked exactly like Ned Flanders, and he had like fake front teeth, and sometimes one of them would fall. So he would talk with a every time. It was great. Anywho, back to Vitsie.
So
Not very educational.
yeah, it starts off Vitsie. One other thing about her costume is not necessarily her costume, but her teeth are so yellow that you can tell she's a chain smoker. And that was like one of the funniest things, just knowing that she's like ripping butts after every time they call cut. And this suit must stink of like Newports.
Oh God, I wonder where that suit is today. You think I threw it in the trash? You think that thing's still around?
Oh,
Probably still in the same garage where that was filmed.
I would not doubt it.
It's like you ever see somebody discover the animatronic costume for Hoggle from the Labyrinth, and it's terrifying. It looks like it's from Freddy, whatever the Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like this head that's like all like deteriorated, all like the metal.
Oh no.
Like Jim Henson animatronics inside it all in there. That's what I think her wig and costume probably looked like today. I'll just deteriorate
cybernetic organism.
You know?
Have you guys seen the pictures of all the
Sogs.
different Ninja Turtle costumes?
Oh yeah, they're all
today?
deteriorated and shitty looking.
Yeah, they're just nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm sure Vitsie today
Looks
would
like-
be a mess.
Yeah.
Well, her teeth are definitely falling out, I'll tell you that. But yeah, so it starts off and she's like, "Hey, I'm Vitsie, and trust me, here's some candy. Get in my spaceship. We're gonna go
Your
on a
parents
trip."
said for me to pick you up.
Yeah. What's the secret password? We gotta get out of here.
I've got space candy.
Who's this Vitsie
Space
bozo?
peanuts.
Never go to a secondary planet with Vitsie. Street smarts.
Find an adult or police officer. She just bursts into your living room, is like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you on a trip to outer space. Come with me." And she's like, get a belt and like, go in your room, get a belt and come back. And like, what? And she's like, "I'll wait for you." And then she just stands there for like 15 seconds. And I didn't know why she asked me to get a belt until halfway through the movie. She like uses her own belt, and it's like this space belt, but she just like touches
a
it.
backpack too, so you can stay alive in space.
Oh,
like
right.
her.
Yeah.
Even though she's a robot.
Is she a robot? I thought
have
she
no
was just
idea.
in a
I
spacesuit.
don't really know.
I don't know. Well, she doesn't have a helmet. Anyway, so then she takes you to fucking outer space, and she sings you songs about outer space. Do you guys remember the
she
song?
goes to
I don't remember
So
any
she
song.
she
No.
goes to a planet, tells you some shitty facts about the planet and how awful the planet is, and how like we can't live there because it's too cold or too hot or whatever. Either way, you can't fucking go there. And then she's like, "All right, buddy, let's go to the next planet. 3, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1." And like all the text.
She blasts off a lot.
It's like wicked, like late 80s, early 90s, where it's like checkerboard and shit. Like it's like all like kid pics and
it looks
stuff.
like a promo video for TGIF. Or
And
Snick or
so she
something.
Do you
blasts
think
off.
Kid Pics are still around? Do you think that
Probably.
program's
You
still...
probably do like a DOS
Yeah, Google
emulator and check it out. But she
Well,
goes.
Kid Pics was Mac OS.
Oh yeah. She sings a song that's all like, "That last planet was really shitty. Now let's go to another planet. Let's go have some fun."
Yeah, it sounds like she's making it up every time.
Yeah.
And so I think the first place we go is the moon.
Yeah, I think we go to the moon,
Yeah.
right? And
We
one
go to
thing
the moon, and
I
that's where you
learned-
can jump over your dad.
I learned
Yep.
from.
I didn't know that before.
I didn't know that each planet had its own like astrological symbol. I didn't know that.
Right, I didn't know that either. I
Yeah.
learned something. Kevbot,
There
did you
you
know
go.
that, Mr. Smarty Pants? I bet you did, huh?
I did.
I didn't know
Oh
that
my
like
God.
the
Hey,
male
what's
and
the symbol?
female things,
Kevbot.
and you know, so.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And the
Kevbot, what?
Volvo
Since
logo.
you're a big space expert here, Mr. 6th grade spaceman,
Yeah.
what's the symbol for Earth? Huh?
Earth is the circle with the plus.
That is correct. Okay,
And
what
it's
is
the water planet because we're the only one at the time that had water.
That's true, correct. And now what's the symbol for Saturn?
I don't remember.
It's the fucked up one. She doesn't even try and say it. When she goes to all the other planets, she's like, and Earth is a circle with a plus sign. And Mars is a fucking circle with some other shit. And then she gets to Saturn and she's like, Saturn looks like this. It's just like some squiggly spaghetti shit.
You figure it out.
It's impossible.
I liked how they gave you a cool activity to do related to each planet. They're like, hey, if you want to like make this planet, get a balloon, fill it with some water and some dye. And then when it freezes in the freezer, take the balloon off. That's Neptune.
That's Neptune.
You know,
and then throw
like,
it
hey,
at your brother and give him a concussion.
This planet has craters in it. Get some clay and put some rocks in it. That's Venus. Put some more rocks in there.
Okay, she told you to glue rocks to a piece of paper. And it just shows it cuts away to these kids like doing the crafts, and it looks so disgusting.
Yeah.
Just this like construction paper with Elmer's glue all over it. And like it looked like corn kernels and like, I don't know, it was gross. It looked like the shit in the fucking Christmas movie that Guy Fieri makes.
Yeah.
It looked like that to me.
Wow. Ooh, whoa, wow.
We're going to Venus.
Wow, hey. Oh, wow. Hey, let's go to the next planet. Whoa, whoa.
Hey, now we're going to the planets. Let's go have some fun.
Wow. This planet's in dire need of a fruitcake. Wow. So in each one, when she tells you what the astrological symbol is, this little like PNG file of her cartoon hand goes up. It's like as it moves to like show you what the symbol is.
Yeah, and one thing I did love about this as well is the inconsistency of the art styles for the different cartoons and animatics. Because there's like the Kid Pix people, and then there's like footage ripped off of like 70s educational videos where it's like the models of a planet spinning on a stick and whatever.
There must have been some kind of a royalty-free footage or something that they were able to get.
And it's so inconsistent, and her costume obviously is, I don't know, fucking wild. and then they show a bunch of different like some like crappy. And at the beginning of the movie, the first thing that we see is like this video introducing Vitsie, actually.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, I'm Vitsie. This is my movie, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to teach you about shit. And it's basically just a slideshow of like clip art from Microsoft Word. And they just like, just put literally everything in the clip art library. They throw it on the screen all together. There's like ketchup and hamburgers and dinosaurs and hospitals, and like everything is just in this collage of clip art. So that's just speaking to the inconsistencies of the art style.
So we end up going through the planets, and then she gives you a quiz on the astrological symbols, and I think a couple other things, right? She's all like, what's the symbol for Earth? Oh, yeah, well, that's and right.
She's like, know?
Don't they do one for like, what's Mars? What's an asteroid?
Yeah.
What's something else?
It was like a matching
Match
game.
these together.
Right. Yeah. So they have like 3 planets up tops and 3 planets down the bottom.
Yeah.
And they're like, which of these planets are the same planet?
But she gives no time in between. It's like, match these planets. Great.
Yeah.
Right.
Which one's asteroids? This one.
You know what? I feel like they did the whoever was editing that like particular section, just did it without thinking of the voiceover and thinking that they'll add it in later or something. And, they did add in the voiceover later, but there was no time in between. So she had to be like, which planet is which? Okay, you're right. That's correct. These two.
Which planet is? Oh, you already guessed it. Awesome.
Very Blue's Clues. I bet this had an influence on Blue's Clues for sure.
Oh, speaking of influence, one thing I thought was interesting is like each time that they go to a new planet, there's like this droning synth, like wong, wong, and
it's kind of eerie.
The exact same sound is in the soundtrack to Beyond the Black Rainbow. That crazy Panos Cosmatos song. It's like anytime that like they're in the, you know, they're in the movie and there's just like whoa in the back. I'm like, oh,
maybe she could be one of those like cyborg biker helmet people.
Oh, the Sentinauts. Yeah.
The Sentinaut.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy. So I gotta say, my favorite, did you guys have a favorite song?
Oh, the one at the very end of the movie.
You.
I had that thing stuck in my head for weeks.
Which one?
Tell you, I remember if I could remember a song.
The one at the end where she's like, I'm Vitsie and I know a lot of things.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that they played at the beginning, that the tape was fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the same thing from the beginning.
I that's my favorite song. It's really catchy.
Hey, it's got that
Pixar. One thing I did notice that at the end of each of her songs, in between the transition to each planet, the way she says, let's go have some fun, it gets more and more insane.
Let's go have some fun. Let's go murder some aliens.
But yeah, what was your favorite song?
So my favorite song, funny you should ask, is when she's like, hey, if someday people are going to live on the moon, what would your moon job be?
Oh, yeah.
And then she goes on this song like, I'm a plumber on the moon, and I am a taco salesman on the moon, and then it just shows you the like kid pics art of all these different people on the moon doing different jobs, and then she's like, we're gonna sleep at the Moon Motel, and they just have this. This is the funniest fucking thing. They have the picture of this like schlubby Moon Motel on the moon, and they have this like bald motel manager with a shirt and a tie and a space helmet on. he's just in a crappy suit, and he has a space helmet on in front of this Moon Motel, and you can just tell it's just brought it back down to reality. We're like, yeah, if we go to the moon, there's gonna be Bob working at the Moon Motel.
It's the Worcester City Moontel.
Yeah. Just peeking through people's like holes in the walls and like spying on the astronauts that are staying there having
dead
sex.
Space prostitutes in the back, and yeah,
right.
They just float off on their own. You could just push them a little, and they're off with no gravity.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
that space cocaine that they just flush down the space toilets in the bathrooms. Yeah.
Hey, that's life at the Moon Motel.
In space, no one can hear you kill a space hooker.
I would love to watch that TV show, Life on the Moon Motel.
Hey, dude, you gotta write the pilot for that.
Yeah, I should. I'll work on it.
Sell it to TLC.
Yeah, I feel it should be Sal Sweat-Chesky. Like, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh, Space Sweat-Chesky.
The long lost descendant of Sal Sweat-Chesky.
It's his great grandfather.
Sal Sweat-Chesky cryo froze himself.
Sal Sweat-Chesky 2525.
Just to open up a motel on the moon.
Imagine it's like the beginning
Sal,
of Jason X, but instead of Jason getting unfrozen, it's
just
Sal
a schlubby guy.
Yeah.
Give us a pitch for the Sal Sweat-Chesky's Moon Motel.
Hey, you need a place to stay. I got room here. Don't mind the bullet holes and the blood.
They're blazer blaster holes.
Laser blaster holes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just picturing Worcester City Motel, but blasted into space.
Exactly. Oh man, that's
just got a little dome around it. There's still, for some reason, just a
and Pauly Shore in one of the
police car sitting out front.
Oh God,
that place is still not closed down.
it's so weird because like somebody bought it like over a year ago now, and they were like they're gonna tear it down and put something else in there, but still going.
Nope.
Hey, the drugs are too profitable.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then
maybe the new owner got space murdered.
Yeah, they blasted him off. Yeah, I don't. What else happens in this video? There's like the matching games, and then I really don't remember any other songs other than?
Yeah, she just sang I Know a Lot of Things, and then she's like, hey, that's the end of the 25-minute video. Remember to rewind this tape and watch again anytime you want, anytime your parents abandon you in your house again. And
well, this was the 80s, so I'm sure,
sure.
Late 80s, early 90s, probably happened a lot.
Yeah.
And she's like, make sure to check out my other tapes on deep sea life and dinosaurs.
Dinosaur.
All right. See you next time. Oh, she did also mention the sun real quick, which is technically not a planet, but she went over it and she's like, you know how old the sun is if you would to flash your fingers from day till night and you skip breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it still wouldn't be enough to tell you how old the sun is.
Actually, that might be my favorite part. 'Cause she's like, and eventually it'll grow. The sun's going to grow old and turn into a white dwarf. And eventually it won't support life in this galaxy anymore. And we're all going to die. And that's not until you're older than your grandma.
She's all like,
just
by
a
that
little
time,
bit of bleakness.
We're going to be colonizing other planets. You know, like in the year 2020.
Yeah, right.
So,
And eventually the star will go supernova and anyone left on Earth will get engulfed by the sun as it expands out into the solar system. But if you live on Pluto, you should be fine.
Nice and cold Pluto.
Yeah, so Vitsie kills everyone on Earth. And
I think that was it.
The blast off thing. So she does
great.
countdown like every time they go to a new planet. She does a blast off countdown. Kevin Bot's
Notice
doing it
how
right
you
now.
never see from the waist down because she's obviously just standing. So they show her flying like she's just bending her torso sideways.
Yeah, they do that. Or maybe the camera's sideways.
Yeah.
The awesome 80s like green screen flying. If she had a cape on, someone would be behind her with some fishing line. Maybe a little bit of smoke going by, maybe a fan.
And yeah, so she does this blast off thing and she counts down from 10 every time. And it's the same exact clip of her blasting off. She's like, she counts down differently, but then they cut to the same exact clip of her blasting off, which is the camera panning down. So, and then these like stars and smoke coming up from the bottom.
It's great.
It's pretty good. It made me wonder, like, do kids really like counting that much? I don't remember liking counting when I was a kid.
You don't like counting down the blast off?
Not after 10 times of doing it.
Yeah, not after a dozen.
Oh, Vincey's like, listen, you got to do this count off with me if you like it or not, you dirty rotten little kid. I'm your goddamn video sitter for the next 25 minutes.
There's only so many times I can blast off before I need a Gatorade.
But yeah, I think that was it.
I mean, that's pretty much it. It is only a half-hour tape.
Yeah.
Yes.
What craft would you like to do from this tape?
Oh, rocks in the Play-Doh. Hands down.
Rocks in the Play-Doh.
Yeah, that one seems pretty fun.
I like the rocks in the Play-Doh.
I
You
like
just take some Play-Doh and you smash
yeah.
some rocks on it.
I'm not into the frozen balloon because, like,
no,
you know, it's gonna melt and it's just and the food dye is just gonna like get on your clothes and like stain everything.
And how do you easily get the balloon off? Isn't it gonna freeze?
I think you have to like take a scissor and
stuck?
like kind of serrate the balloon and just peel it off.
You get an adult or a police officer to.
Yeah,
Can you take this balloon off my frozen water log?
What about the space binoculars? Those are pretty easy.
Oh yeah. Did you guys make space binoculars to watch this?
No.
Oh, come on.
Space binoculars not required.
Yes, they are. Oh, Kevbot's got space binoculars. Here we go.
I don't know what he's doing.
So what you got to do to make... Hey, Kevbot's got those are great. Kevbot's got... Those are huge.
I got space binoculars.
What are those? Toilet paper tubes?
Those are like industrial carpet tubes.
Bubble wrap tubes.
Okay.
Wow, those are great. So if you want
to all the way to the moon.
if you
way to the moon.
Ooh. If you want to make your own space binoculars at home, you go to your bathroom, you throw out all your toilet paper, and you just keep the cardboard, and then you take some Scotch tape and you tape it, and you tape them together, and you look into outer space.
And then decorate it however the fuck you want.
That sounds like whenever we would do a craft on Creepy Castle. We're like, hey guys, we're going to make a bat out of some black construction paper. Just take some scissors and cut out a bat. And tape some string to it. Tape some shoestring to it and hang it up into the air. There you go.
We're gonna make some ghost macaroni art. Get a paper plate, and you're done. You don't see ghosts; they're invisible.
Wow, that's an easy craft. Anyone can require. Even a moron like you can do this craft. Yeah,
costs
space
more than our
binoculars.
budget.
So this, as far as I know, this tape is pretty hard to find. Like I try to look it up on eBay or anything. Like I can't. Like there's a couple of clips on the internet. I know Everything Is Terrible has covered some of this stuff. That online, like they show clips from
maybe I should upload
Weird
the whole
kid
thing.
stuff. Yeah,
but like. Yeah, it like there's some clips from the dinosaur one that's on YouTube and stuff, but the space one I can't find anything on the interwebs. So
maybe I should put it up on VHS Bandits.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
What do you think?
That'd be good.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's still under copyright or what.
Oh,
if Vitsie's
God.
gonna send us a visit from her
talent
space
release
lawyers.
form from the moon.
Yeah,
fax it over.
I'm going to be a litigation attorney on the moon.
If anybody else has one of these Vitsie tapes, please let us know at thevhspanish@gmail.com.
I'd love to see the dinosaur one.
Yeah. I wonder if she goes, I wonder if it's just like this. She's just like, all right, we're going to check out the T-Rex. The T-Rex had teeny little hands. And
of course.
And then she's like, all right, now we're going to go check out the Triceratops. Let's go have some fun.
Oh, yeah. Does she have to blast off? Maybe she has a time machine.
Yeah. Does she blast off to each dinosaur? I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, I'd love to see those in the deep sea life.
For the dinosaur one, I'm assuming there's a YouTube clip that's called "For 100 million years We've All Been Dead."
What?
That's That's
From
possibly
Vitsie?
one of the songs.
Yeah, she really
great.
loves murdering her audience.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh,
yep, that's the dinosaur one.
All right.
Well, what do you guys want to rate this? Unless there's any more something we missed. I'm sure there is.
Now,
but
you know how we rated out of 10? You know how there's like the countdown? Was that a 10?
10 blast offs?
The blast offs? I don't know. Maybe we should do it.
So are we
going
to rate it like backwards? Like 1 is the best because that's blast off?
Okay, so
or-
you got to blast off from your countdown.
How many blast offs do we give this?
Yeah.
All right.
How many rock craters in your Play-Doh are you gonna give it?
Ooh.
Moon Motel, Bob's
Moon
Motels.
that sounds good.
Motels.
We'll do that.
Oh, that's going on the list, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Moon City Motel.
The Moonster City Motel.
Yeah, decide amongst yourself. What do you want to rate it as?
You want to do Moon Motels? You want to do
Bob's Moon City
Soglog
Motel.
Wigs? I don't know.
Let's do Moon Motel. Let's
Moon
do
Motels.
that.
All right, there, T-Man. It's your tape. What's it gonna be?
Oh man, I gotta. All right, so I'm gonna count up. Okay, so I give Vitsie Video Sitter Space, a music video for children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's have some fun. Moon Motels. Out of 10 Moon Motels.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking cool as hell. It might even be a 9. I mean, there's not really anything. Let's see. 9 Moon Motels. 8.5. 8.5 Moon Motels. I don't know. It could be better.
One Moon Motel, only part of it burned down.
Pardon our appearance.
One half had a space Dracula, so we had to burn it down.
Yeah, Coolio's got to check in. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's fucking a cool video. This woman is crazy bananas, and it's just so late 80s. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know how to describe this video, but it's fun. If you can watch it, go watch it.
There's a couple songs up on YouTube. Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Check into the Moon Motel. All right, who's next?
All right, Kevbot.
Me? All right.
Kevbot, are you related to Vitsie? Because she's a robot too, right?
I'm not related to Vitsie.
Oh.
I'm made from 2004 iPod spare parts.
It's true.
I'm gonna give this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Bob's Moon Motels.
Oh,
It was interesting to watch.
Unfortunately, your kid
fun.
didn't even give it
just
a
not
1.
that interesting.
No, he would give it a. I don't want to watch
A
this.
0 motel. He wouldn't even go
Give
to
it a
the
0.
motel. He just drive by.
That's right. Say I'd rather sleep in my car. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting to watch. It was like, when everything is terrible or
It's special interest, you know?
yes, yeah. Glad I watched it. Would not rewind.
Oh well.
Dane Train.
What
about you?
Here we
Relaxing
go.
there?
How many Moon Motels? I'm starting a franchise here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Ooh.
8, 9. 9 out of 10.
Blast
Moonster
off.
City Motels. Yep, that's right. I would give it 9 out of 10 blast offs to all the different planets because I thought it was great. The soundtrack. I wish they had a soundtrack available on Dolby Digital CD. And
On Atticus Records.
Yeah. I need a press of this.
It's on the Warped Tour Summer Mix.
And I thought it was great. Vitsie is nuts. I think I would love to see T-Man, you got to make some kind of like horror movie thing with this where like there's a videotape like this for kids and then it's like progressively creepier.
Vitsie comes out. Like
You know what I mean?
like the tape itself or a movie based around a tape.
Like something I would love to see a movie where it's like an idea of this that takes place in 1989 where you get your kid the tape of the Vidsitter so you can sit down and like start working on your taxes while your kid's watching this tape. And then like you kind of realize that like the stuff in the tape is as you go to each planet, Vitsie gets more and more insane. It starts telling your kids, "Oh, this planet is great. Go kill your parents," or something like that,
There could even be some weird, eerie, scary, insane history to the production, which caused a curse on the tape.
We're like a Halloween 3.
We're like, yeah. We're like the little peepholes where the actress behind Vitsie's eye goggles can see, like they start dripping with blood and stuff. And,
Her face melts into bugs.
Oh wait. Oh no!
But yeah, I thought this was awesome. I thought it was great. I would definitely watch this again someday. I would totally show this to my kid, who's probably not going to be into it. But yeah,
well,
I thought it was great.
Little Bot's not into it.
But yeah, we should. I think anybody should search this out or get a copy. Or if you're into like goofy, special interest, wackadoo stuff, hey, this is perfect. Throw it on your shelf.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out at least once.
It's one of those things where like you watch this with friends, like when you're watching stupid movies, eating some junk food. That's when you pop this. You don't like sit down to watch a nice narrative movie,
It's Friday night, time to pop in the Vitsie space video. Maybe we'll do a double header, or we'll get the dinosaur tape in too.
It's like,
Ooh, we were all dead 10 million years ago.
You got some girl coming over and, you get the champagne out and stuff and like, hey, you want to like watch a movie or something? Like, all right, yeah, hey, you got Vitsie video sitter, Or she's like, I wanted to watch 10 Things I Hate About You. And you're like, nope, Vitsie video sitter.
Hey, that's how you
My
set
husband
the
did the
mood.
most romantic thing the other night. He got my favorite food and we lit some candles. We sat down, watched our favorite Vitsie video, and he proposed.
We got some Chinese takeout and watched Vitsie video sitter. Oh,
Right
boy.
as the countdown reached 10,
And then my eyes
or
turned to
reached
bugs.
1.
Oh man. But yeah.
As soon as Vitsie finished teaching us about space, he popped the question.
Oh man, I was just thinking of do you remember that episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark where the kid is like into comic books and there's like this like Joker like jester character, and at the end the jester's like oozing green blue jello out of its mouth. Do you remember that?
No.
Wait, what is it?
There's an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark where they're telling the story about like this kid is into comic books, and there's like this comic book villain that looks like a jester, like on a deck of cards. And at the end, he starts like oozing like green.
It looked like Gushers.
Yeah. It's like
goop.
Gusher gel. I could see Vitsie doing that, just starting going like oozing blue goo out of her mouth.
Yeah, you're not too far off.
So, or like in Troll 2, when the kid eats his double-decker bologna sandwich and the troll queen starts like gooing green goop out of her mouth. I can see Vitsie going, oh, not that double-decker space sandwich.
Dude, double-decker bologna sandwiches are where it's at.
Yeah, man. Got to get all that sodium from all that bologna you're eating that sandwich.
You do, if you got cheese in it, you do one layer cheddar, one layer American. It's delicious.
Whoa, Kevbot, you know your bologna
With all that
sandwiches.
bologna.
I like my diet nice and high sodium. I got so much sodium, I don't know what to do with it.
I guess
Make
I'll
more
just
bologna, I guess.
I'll just keep it in my
Sodium
arteries for now
bologna.
until I can put it to good use.
That's like a mineral that you can only find on Vitsie's homeworld planet, bolognium. Sodium bolognium.
Oh no, she's created the bolognium bomb. She's figured out how to
Bolognium,
split the
my only
bolognium atom. Oh, man, it's just a bunch of miners and like craters, like with pickaxes, like chopping at big salami slabs of bologna.
Oh God.
No, instead of axes, they've got like this big thing on their hand, and they're just like a deli slicer, like slicing at the side of the wall.
And they got to go up to the slave workers and be like, to the people who are like, everybody work with the whips, and they're like,
Is this thick enough?
Thick enough? How's the shaved?
They gotta put them, instead of mine carts, they put them in shopping carts on rails. Oh man. Wow,
They put it on scales that are on rails.
Yeah, it's actually
Here's your 10 pounds, sir.
Well, the weight is
it's
totally
1.1
different on
pounds.
Vitsie's
Is that
homeworld,
okay? What?
The weight on Vitsie's homeworld is totally different, like on all these planets.
Yeah,
She said,
bologna
like,
weighs less.
your bologna would weigh the size of a school bus.
I need 2 metric tons of bologna and half a pound of Gouda. Do you want the boar's head bologna? It's on
Or do you want the
special.
Stop and Shop brand?
I want the store brand. Whatever's cheapest. Whatever's
Whatever's
cheapest.
cheaper.
Whatever's on sale.
Yeah, that's always me at the deli counter. The guy always asks, "Do you want the boar's head?" I'm like, "Whatever's cheapest, man."
The bologna.
And hey, I can taste the difference between
Whatever I can make an atomic bologna bomb out of. Whatever.
No one's eating bologna for the taste of boar's head bologna. They're just shoving it down their mouth.
Does Boar's Head even make bologna?
Oh yeah.
Or are they too
dude, they do.
respectable
Boar's
for
head
bologna?
bologna is is good stuff. You know, sometimes I go down to Stop and Shop, and Stop and Shop got these pre-made Italian grinders, and they make two versions. They got one with the store brand meat and one with the boar's head meat, and it's a $1 difference. I taste no difference. It tastes exactly the same to me. Ooh, one's a $7 grinder, one's an $8 grinder. These Italian grinders, they taste exactly the same to me. So I get the cheaper grinder.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Same
Store
taste.
brand grinder, but it's good. So,
well, I got a cheap plug.
Oh yeah.
We literally just got this email right now from our good friend Corey Gorski, who did our theme song.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
And guess what? He's got a book coming out.
No
called
shit.
VHS Collecting: The Modern Relevance of Home Video. And he said it's going to be available on Amazon at the end of the month.
Oh,
so
that's
Corey,
so cool.
if you're listening,
At the end of which month?
this month, which
September?
is right now it is. So it's probably out whenever you're listening to this. The end of this month, which is September 2020.
Wow,
so
that's
Corey,
cool.
we will be in
the year
touch.
of our Bolognium doom.
Yeah, we
But
got to
go
interview him
check
about his
that
book.
out. VHS Collecting: The Modern Relevance of Home Video by Corey.
Oh my god,
Gorski.
what a cool cover. That's so awesome.
I'm gonna
It looks
pre-order it
fucking
right
rad.
now. What's it
Go-
called
That is
again?
so
One
cool.
more time.
I love
One
it.
more time, and it's called VHS Collecting: The Modern Relevance of Home Video.
That's awesome. I love it.
Hell yes. Go check it out. He's a rad dude. He made our theme song, and clearly he's a tape head like all of us.
Yeah.
And we got to give a shout out to our patron members.
Oh yeah, we got a new one.
We got a new patron. So we're doing our credits now. So we got to say, these are the credits for the VHS Bandit Show. We got Captain James T. Kaiser of the Good Ship Barbecue Boat, a.k.a. Retro Kaiser. And then Bert Sazerac is our official mic fluffer, a.k.a. DVD Creep. And then Andrew, our newest Patreon. Thank you. And we've got Trivia with Buds, an awesome podcast. Go listen to Trivia with Buds if you haven't yet. He's been a guest on the show. And then we have Brett, and then Jim Alicata, and then James, and then Kevin James. All of our patrons, thank you so much for being patrons. And you too can be a patron and get extra episodes and everything on patreon.com/VHS Bandits.
All right.
Wow.
Woo!
Good stuff.
Well,
Good
on that
stuff.
note, why don't you take us out, Chris? Let's get out of this solar system.
Okay, we're gonna have fun on a different planet now. Please be kind and rewind. Blast off.
Let's go have some fun.
Yep.
All right.